Oh man, this gets tight. Hi YouTube, how you doing? Today is a raid handover interview, and this one was with JustLangy, a celebrity stylist in the US, and we had a pretty good chat. We talked about various things. So, like I said, celebrity stylist in the US. He was also on the cover of Gay Times magazine. We cover all this and more during the interview, so check it out. Have a good time. Cheers. Langy, how you doing, mate?
I'm doing good. How are you? I need to mute myself because I don't want to hear myself.
Dude, how was stream? What were you playing?
It was good. It was good. It was, I've actually surpassed my 100 subs. So now it's kind of like, what do I do now to up the ante, what's something that I can do creatively to thank everyone that's been very supportive of my journey, to give back, So it's been crazy. My stream was fun. It was Apex and Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
I like to just vibe and have a good time and create a really healthy and awesome community.
I love that.
That's just all what I do.
I love that. And yeah.
No, go for it. Go for it.
Oh, so
ask your questions. This is your nighttime talk show with Dalduros, everyone. Tonight we are interviewing Langy, JustLangy.
So tell me about yourself, mate. What games do you play? What hobbies do you have? And what's the origin of your Twitch name?
Okay, so games I play like Apex Legends, Kingdom Hearts is my number one favorite game. I feel like it's probably one of the games that every single person can probably have some kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Some character in that kind of story they can have some kind of similarities with, if that makes sense.
Okay.
And every single time it manages to make me cry because I love the story, and it's also Disney. Who doesn't love Disney? I'm just gonna put that out there, And then you get the fun Final Fantasy crossover in 2 and 3. So Apex, Kingdom Hearts, Pokemon, Soul Calibur is my favorite fighting game.
Ooh. Oh yeah. Yep.
I was originally a Tekken fan, but then I got into Soul Calibur when I was in 8th grade, and I never stopped playing it. So that was really fun. Among Us, Valheim, I just like to play video games in general that are ways to make me connect with other people, because let's be real, Americans are kind of boring. I just enjoy having the ability to connect with people on an international level.
That's fair. That's fair.
I like that. Yeah, that's I feel I want to be as cultured as possible. So any kind of game that is able to let me be able to play with people internationally is always a game I'm always going to be interested in.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I love that.
But in regards to what I do, I'm actually a celebrity stylist in Los Angeles.
Nice.
Yeah. So I deal with the fashion industry. So I basically style celebrities for red carpets, press, photo shoots, all that fun jazz.
Dude, awesome.
Yeah. So I love it. Call me if as an American, does anyone hate Americans more than Americans? So that could be a very questionable question for a task American at this point.
How did you get into doing celebrity styling? So was it something you always wanted to do? Was it something you kind of fell into? How'd you get into that?
So my story is kind of I was an at-risk teenager when I was little. I was in therapy boarding school for 3 years due to suicide prevention because I was heavily bullied for being gay. And basically the only magazines that were available to us in this facility were Entertainment Weekly. So you got to watch it was pretty much the only kind of reading material that kind of had us be known to what's happening in the real world. So it was a lot of movies, actors, red carpets, all that kind of stuff, like award shows. So I started drawing clothing when I was in that boarding school because I wanted to be a fashion designer for those celebrities.
Damn.
And it kind of progressed into mom, dad, I'm moving to LA. And so from there, it was 2 weeks after I graduated high school at 18. I packed my bags and I was like, peace out. I'm going to Los Angeles, and I've been here for now 12 years. It was a really weird like situation. I was a barista at Starbucks.
All right.
And there was a stylist that was like, I need an assistant. I was like, I'll assist you. And basically, I worked with her for 2 years, made only $1,000 in those 2 years with her. Just kind of like, getting as much knowledge as I could from her. I know your face right now is like, what the fuck? Only $1,000? Like, and it's only $1,000 in 2 years. Yeah, I did that job. I worked for Universal Studios and I still work Starbucks while working for her.
Holy crap.
So like some of my days were like from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. at night. And then I would walk home from Universal Studios, then do that again the whole next morning. And that's the one thing advice for anyone who's going into a profession that is going to have internships, do the internships. It's so important to learn as much information in firsthand experience versus sitting behind a desk in a school, if that makes sense. From there, I got lucky because she didn't want a job. There was a job that was offered to her and she was like, I don't want to do it. So the director contacted me directly and says, hey, since she doesn't want to do it, do you want to do it? And I put in my 2 weeks notice with her and I took the job. And on that job, one of the actors got nominated for an Emmy and he brought me on to style him for an Emmy. And then from there, it just kind of became this like pinball of like, okay, I met publicists. Okay, this is how showrooms work. And da-da-da-da-da-da. And we're here 6 years later and I'm working with people like Dave Bautista, Elaine Powell, Shannon Purser from Stranger Things, who's AKA Barb. Like, I've worked with some of the most amazing people, like, that I could ever be grateful for. I've met some of the most amazing people that I could ever be grateful for, and it's a really great experience. So, yeah, Dave Bautista, one of the most amazing guys ever. Call me Vike. Such a cool dude.
I feel like I'm meeting a celebrity right now.
I'm far from it. But, like, for me, it's more, and yes, can I acknowledge your chat if they're asking questions?
Yeah,
by the way,
go for it.
So Cynic Danikins, is that how you pronounce it? Dalduros, Cynicans.
Oh, Cynicans, yeah, Cynicans.
Yeah. If you ever need anything, like if you ever need fashion advice, always just hit me up, send me a whisper, or however you do Twitch. I've only been twitching for 2 weeks, so this is all like super new to me. I don't know how whispers work. I don't know how all this stuff works. So like, I'm like very new to this industry in regards of like being back in front of the camera. I've always worked with people behind the camera and doing all that kind of stuff. But so that's what I do. I want to bring the fashion industry to Twitch. Wow. I find that there is a lot of people on Twitch, whether it is a streamer, whether it's your average viewer, whether it is someone who is going through the process that wants to be like, whether it is they don't know what kind of clothing fits them, what kind of profession, like they have an interview, what to buy, how to do this, they need a wedding dress. Like I just helped out one of my viewers find a wedding dress for under $100.
Holy shit. Can you?
And what was that?
Can you talk to my fiance about that?
Of course, yeah. This is what I want to do. This is what I want to do because this is the main thing is like people who are what I feel like if you were to go into a store at a grocery store and you see someone bagging out groceries, and some like to most Americans, you would call them an average American or an average person. They're not an actor, they're not a celebrity, they're not making the millions of dollars to afford the massive amounts of money that they can spend on the clothing that they buy. But I find that a lot of celebrity stylists, when a lot of kids ask them questions or people ask them questions about what kind of brands do you like, what kind of this do you like, they always say like, oh, like this is what I like, and it's super expensive clothing, or they don't give that really good of feedback. So
Okay.
like I want to be able to like provide that kind of whole to the average American from my experience through Twitch.
Okay.
I think there's value to it. But to answer my name, is this kind of like the guy who owns Langy won't give it to me. So basically, I reached out to him and I was like, hey, like, you know, this is my name in the industry. I would really like to keep it that way. Do you mind if I have it? And he's like, no. And I was like, okay. So I was talking to quit my day job, Clark, because I was sitting there trying to figure out what my name would be. And I was like, I just want to be Langy. And he's like, that's it. And I was like, what's it? He's like, JustLangy. And I was like, oh, that's good.
Yeah.
So it became JustLangy.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it was originally Langy Heart because I like Kingdom Hearts, but then I was like, it's too much of a tongue twister. I think like when it comes to like marketing, and this is to anyone watching his stream, if you want to become a streamer, make it simple like Dalduros, JustLangy. You look at all the really big streamers out there, Burner OCE, Lulu Lovely,
Ludwig.
Nicewig, Tanner Slays, Ludwig. It's very simple because it has to be memorable. You don't want to be someone that's like, oh, it is so and so 10235. Like, make it very simple because when it comes to branding, it's going to be very easy to brand your clothing, brand your merchandise, brand your social media, your Twitch, everything. It's going to make things a lot easier.
Or a super fun name like Boogaloogaloo.
Oh my gosh, is that someone's real name?
Look in chat, Boogaloogaloo.
Shut the front door, Boogaloo. Oh my gosh. Marketing, like, oh my gosh, Boogaloo. Oh my god, I would have so much fun with that name.
Boogaloo.
I would have a blast. Boogaloo.
It becomes like, how far to say Boogaloo.
That's so good. Wait, so tell me about you. Like, where did you, like, what got you into streaming? Because you were streaming Red Dead Redemption, which I've never played before.
Yeah.
But, like, what about you?
So, what got me into streaming was my friend Flaming Scott. He was doing it. He's been doing it for about 3 years now. He was doing it for 2 years, and last year he was like, "Dude, just give it a go." I was like, "Yeah, all right." I did it for like a little bit as like a test stream here, and I was like, "This is okay." But it wasn't until I wasn't able to be a cabinet maker anymore in my apprenticeship, and I was like, "Fuck, I can't do this anymore." So I can't do any big physical work, and so I was like, I'll give streaming a shot. So March 16th last year, I was like, you know what, I'll do it full time. I'll just dive right in. And so I just like, I need to do this. And I was like, I can't do it just put a game on and play it and do some other stuff. I have to have like an actual reason for it. So it sort of became a thing for me to be more outgoing, meet more people, just get that, what's the word? Being less... What's the word? Being more extroverted, and also to raise funds for I suppose a charity or a foundation that's pretty close to me, which is motor neuron disease. And so I was like, this can be a good thing for all of it. And I was like, I can probably do all that. And yeah, I sort of jumped into it, and it's been pretty good since. I haven't quite got the full niche of where I'll be going with it, the end game. Part of me wants to open a pub. Part of me is saying that's too hard.
Why is it too hard?
Because of the logistics involved and the money involved. To raise the funds for a pub would be like conservatively $800,000. Conservatively. I would need to raise that much to find a place, to get enough runway to pay people, to get everything sorted out, like conservatively $800,000. And it's not just a pub, it'd be like a gaming pub that I would try
I would say, like, what if you partnered with like Aussie streamers and you guys all created a very like for instance, like in the United States, there is a place in Texas that has a massive amounts of it's a bunch of these guys in Tennessee. They all pull their money together, like, okay, so this is who we all want to be involved. If you walk into it's free, by the way. You walk into it's a 21 and up arcade of like the most in-depth collection of pinball machines.
Ooh.
It is like, and it just opened up. It's like one of the most amazing things I've ever seen in my entire life. I'm not in Tennessee. I see pictures and it looks amazing. But like, I think that Australia has a really awesome market. What if you were to like find other streamers and
Mm.
create a gaming pub that is ran by Twitch streamers.
Yeah, that was
I mean, like, that's free publicity on Twitch for all of you guys. And on top of that, like, you have, if you guys have followings in Australia, they're gonna come and visit your pub.
that's true. That's true. Though 70% of
just
my
an idea.
audience is the US.
Oh well, you know what? We will all come. You know what? Well, we will come out and visit you. We will. Hey, Americans, let's all get our after COVID, let's all go and get our plane tickets and go to Australia.
That's true. We'll travel eventually and do it.
Gosh, no, but I think that's a really awesome goal.
Mm.
I mean, like, I think pubs is, especially in the United States, it's a very. I find pubs to be a very I don't want to say ancient, but you don't see them much anymore. Like, I would love to go to Ireland and go to a normal, like, actual genuine pub. If that makes sense. I don't know if that's where they originate from, but that's where I associate the pubs and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But, like, you don't have that out here. You have, like, a lot of, like, lounges or jazz clubs and all that kind of stuff, or, like, breweries. You don't have, like, an old-fashioned pub just to hang out in, which I find very interesting, you know?
Yeah, I mean, here we have them. We have a lot of bars and pubs here in Australia because we were a convict colony, so we definitely got drunk all the time. Like, from our inception, it was just that was it. And to a certain point, we had it too much. We were getting too rowdy. They actually had to bring over prostitutes to Australia to calm the convicts down so they could get some work done.
For real?
Not even kidding.
Wow, that's yeah. Okay, I had no idea. Oh, you're kidding.
No. I'm not
oh.
even kidding. I'm not even kidding.
Oh, you're not even kidding. Oh, okay. I was like, whoa. We almost lost the war to emus. You're funny.
No. We did. No, Cinnamons, we did lose the war to emus. They won.
The birds?
We lost a war to emus, yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. I think there was even
crazy.
Fatalities.
What?
Yeah.
Why am I just hearing about this? Wait, you guys are being serious? Like, you guys are not pulling my leg. I mean,
Nope.
like, you could say my name is on the ceiling right now, and I'd probably look up.
I will Google it right now. It's called the Emu War.
What?
Yep, the Emu War.
Stop it. Wait,
Also known as the Great Emu War, a nuisance wildlife management military operation undertaken in Australia in the later part of 1932 to address public concern over the number of emus said to be running amok in the Campion district in Western Australia. The unsuccessful attempts to curb the population employed soldiers with guns.
Imagine being in the like in the military. They're like, oh, so what's our target today? Emus.
Was this? We had such a whiskey problem. They brought in beer to calm it down. Wow.
Beer? That's a smart idea. Wow.
Oh, speaking of my fiance, there she is, Super Molly. We have a celebrity stylist in chat right now who's going to help us find a wedding dress for you for around $100.
I can do that.
Oh man.
I mean, hey, give me a challenge, and I'm down to try it.
So who? I don't know if you can say it, if you want to be.
Of course, just ask me a question and I'll answer it.
Was your favorite person to style?
Probably. Hold on one second. Let me look at my website real quick. Hold on. hold on. Oh, Dan Reynolds from Imagine Dragons.
Dan Reynolds. Okay, so why were they your favorite? What about them set them apart from the other celebrities?
I love that. It's part of him being like an LGBT ally.
Yeah.
LGBTQIA ally. Because I can say the same about Dave Bautista though. Like, his mom. Oh my gosh, I love Donna.
Mm-hmm.
His mom is one of the most amazing humans I've ever met in my entire life. Like, she'll text me every now and then. She's like, "How are you, honey? Are you gonna come up and visit me? You can stay at my house." And I'm like, I don't know. Right. Because she lives in San Francisco. She lives in California.
Right.
So, like,
right.
I was just kind of like, when I come to visit, I'll give you a shout out. You know, but Dave was great. But Dan Reynolds is probably one of my favorite experiences. Because it also was one of my first covers of the Gay Times magazine, which is a really, like, for me, it's not all like, how do I word this? I
Mhm.
want to create an all-inclusive environment on my channel. So like, there's no transphobia, there's no homophobia or anything like that.
Mm.
But I do not want my sexuality to be the forefront of my channel, if that makes sense.
No, that
I
makes
don't
sense.
want my sexuality to define whether I play Apex or whether I play whatever it is, or oh, is there gonna be rainbows all over my channel or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So like for me though, but like the Gay Times magazine for me was, back in the day when I was in college, I was like, I would see covers of Gay Times. I'm like, oh, I want to do a cover for them and all that kind of stuff. So I did a cover with them with one of my clients who actually, the first job I did with Gay Times was a article about my client who was actually coming out of the closet after 6 years in the industry. And that was a really awesome experience. And I'll never forget it. But the Dan Reynolds one for me was probably the biggest moment of like, I'm almost there. Like I can almost taste like that I can be more respected as a stylist, because
Yeah.
it's no different than being a celebrity. It's just kind of like, oh, like I was nominated for this, or I was nominated for that, or I was worked alongside, Meryl Streep, or worked along, all these things. And so for me, like that moment of working with Dan Reynolds was like, that's fucking dope. Like, okay, like it was just that realization, like I've worked so hard to get where I'm at, and this is the kind of payoff that comes through hard work, if that makes
Hmm.
sense.
No, that makes sense. Yeah. That's really
Yeah.
cool. Like,
Yeah. I would say the one experience I'll never forget is being in the same room as the Marvel Universe. So, like, I went to Comic Con 2 years ago, and one of my clients one of my old clients. We don't unfortunately work with each other anymore,
mm,
but she's a part of a new movie coming out. And basically, like, I got to go behind the scenes. So I got to meet like Angelina Jolie, Natalie Portman, Chris Hemsworth, like basically the whole Marvel universe was in one room.
holy shit.
Like I walked in and I was like, I can't breathe. Like it was everyone. I was just like, what the flying fuck?
Holy shit.
Like it was probably like that moment was like I looked to the person next to me, was like, can you pinch me? I would say like it's a there is a moment where it's like it is very rewarding to do what I do, because you get to be able to like have these interactions, but at the same time it's kind of like you have to remind yourself, I'm working. I
Right.
can't freak out. I can't do this. I can't do that. I can't be like excited to meet someone that I've been so inspired by.
You've got to
Like,
maintain professionalism.
you have to maintain it. Like fucking y'all, like Australia gave us the dressmaker with fucking Kate Winslet and Chris Hemsworth, for goodness sakes. Like, which I find to be actually an amazing movie that came out of Australia. I don't know if you're what's so funny about that?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, well, I don't know then. Well, it's a good movie. Thank you, Australia.
Thank you.
But like, like I find I don't know, like I don't know. That was I don't know. It's so good, right? Oh, it's so good, you guys. Oh my gosh, the moment fucking Kate Winslet comes out in those couture dresses. It's so good. It's so good. It's so good. See, your chat knows what I'm talking about. Oh, that movie was amazing. At the end where she burns down the town. Oh my fucking god. That revenge was brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. Oh, so good. Was it Liam? I thought it was Chris. I'll take Liam as well. It's no big deal. To me, it's one away. They're both the same people to my thing. I lost my shit. Seriously, Dal, watch.
Okay.
Dalduros, watch The Dressmaker. It's about this woman who's from this very small town. Like when we talk small, it's like five houses. And she wants to become a couturier designer. So she actually leaves the town and goes to work for like some of the most amazing, like Dior and all these places. So when she comes back, because her mom is dying, I believe, you guys can correct me, chat, if I remember this correctly. She basically is like wearing these really nice things, and everyone thinks she's like this like snotty old like woman and all this kind of stuff. Like, ugh, ew. Like, and it's like the small town, like. But what she does is she ends up like giving all these people makeovers and shit.
Oh.
So you see these people walking around in the dirt roads like this over the top couture outfits, and you're like, this is so good. It's so out. It's so funny. And then she meets up with her. Yeah, her mom is dying. Yeah. She's by her child. Yes. I forgot. Yes. Thank you, Ink Splotch. It's so good. It's such a good movie. You really gotta watch it. It's
Okay.
oh my god. Yeah,
All right. I'll set some time aside and watch it.
But when's the wedding? That's the question.
Oh, we're looking at approximately April next year.
April next year. And does your fiance want to like the everyday like white? Or
I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm not allowed to look at her Pinterest.
Oh, you're not allowed looking at the Pinterest?
I'm not allowed to. Like, I can look at everything else except the wedding dress section. I'm not allowed to know what it looks like.
Okay. Well, Joros' fiance, if you need help, shoot me a message. I do know Australian designers, so.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Yeah, of course I do. What are you talking about? Like, I have to in order for my clients, you know. Like, I order clothes. Like, I have like Australian designers send me clothes. I have like brands from like Milan, you know, France, all that kind of stuff.
Damn. So, have you got a YouTube channel going?
I don't have YouTube. I don't want to become a lifestyle influencer. So in our industry, there's things that you label as like what kind of influencer you are. Mm-hmm. So lifestyle influencers are kind of people like you I mean, basically everyone knows who James Charles is. I'm assuming you might be familiar with that name, maybe.
No.
Okay, so what YouTube channels do you watch?
Probably like all the mainstream fucking memey ones. Let's see.
Okay, so that's a lifestyle influencer. Okay. So like for me, like when you're looking at what an interesting interview. Convey flyer. You're in my streams all the time, and you hear me like give these TED talks. Like, what are you talking about? So like a lifestyle influencer is someone that does like vlogs of like my day in Austin or my day in Sydney. Peace sign. No. Like it's just like really like cheesy stuff. Okay, you don't watch those, but there are people out there that do that kind of stuff just to get clicks or sponsorships or blah 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 blah.
Okay.
For me, like, what they do is they also create their blogs for their. I know you're not being sarcastic, conveyed. I know you're being serious. I'm just giving you shit. There's people out there that basically do like videos of like, like this outfit and this outfit and this outfit. This is my closet. This is my closet today. Blah blah blah. I don't want to be that person.
Okay.
I feel like it's very inauthentic because. I think that's what the platform Twitch is able to give that YouTube doesn't. It gives you that authentic interaction with the Twitch streamer live. If that versus going to make a video, going to edit it, putting the music, putting the filters, do I look good, having a like all that kind of stuff, to me, you can't have it because you can't edit yourself live.
That's true. So, to a degree, yes. That's I agree.
Hey, you know what? I'm sure there's a lot of Twitch streamers out there that probably can put, you know, a lot of freaking, you know, fancy schmancy stuff on their streams. I'm sure it can happen. Yeah. But I think I think the big thing about a lot of streamers out there that really make it is the authenticity behind what their stream brings to their channels. You know. So I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that person that does YouTube videos. So what I do is I'm trying to think of a way to do, like, right now I'm really focusing on the gaming aspect, creating the community, telling the community what I do and all that kind of stuff. And then basically like creating like channel points to basically like, if you watch my stream long enough, you can basically use your channel points to buy 1 hour fashion consultation with me. Then there's a 2 hour consultation. And then there is one for like exponential amount that basically is a full out virtual closet cleaning.
That's huge.
Yeah. So basically, like, you're getting $3,000 worth of product for just watching my channel.
That's massive.
So, you know, that's kind of like what. Oh, thank you for whoever just did that. I'm not looking at my OBS, but I appreciate it.
Guys, you want to start racking up some free consultation? Go to JustLangy. Just go watch, go look, go get them views up.
I'm not taking your people down there. That's very
see, it's on top of it. So taking people. I don't see it as taking people because they don't belong to me. They choose to hang out here. They don't belong to me. They're more than free to hang out with you.
I know, but I'm so like for me, like I just make sure that the Twitch etiquette is being respected on my end, because for me, and this is what I'm learning, is like I am very, oh, thank you so much for that. I am very social. I'm a social butterfly. So like for me, I always have to be careful. Like if I'm like playing video games with another streamer that's live, I do my best to not freaking say anything to the chat because it's not my stream. You know, like it's not, I just do my best to make sure that there is a proper Twitch etiquette, you know, like, which I'm kind of like, what, you guys, like, is it really that serious? Like, we're just having a good time, we're vibing, you know, like, that's just me, you know, like, and I think it brings another level of like authentication to your channel. If the people that you're playing games with, if they're watching you and they're able to bring you extra content, like do it. Why not? Some great things might come out of it. You know, some funny clips, some amazing moments of that you can have the heart-to-hearts with your squad or your community. But yeah, I don't mean it like that. I just am like, you know, I'm always very mindful of. I'm appreciative for all the support that comes my way and everything, but like at the same time, and like you doing this, by the way, Dalderos, everyone in the fucking chat better be like, I don't know what emotes you have or whatever. Give this guy some respect. Because he is the only streamer, you're the only streamer that does this. Only streamer that does this. What?
Bring people in for a chat?
Yes.
It's just
outside. No, but you have to understand, like that's where you're like that's like when Convey Flyer brought me into your channel, I immediately was sold. I was like, oh my gosh, this guy reminds me of Shrimpy in the sense of like you're so down to earth. You're so you come off very what's the word? I can't think of the word right now. It's just like oh fuck, my phone had bashed my head against the table. Came out very genuine. Aww. Like you're gonna have a good time, and I find that a lot of streamers, when it comes down to that etiquette of like raids and all that kind of stuff, for you to go that next level and be like, hey, you guys, I'm gonna stop my stream. Let's bring this person in. Let's get to know them. Let's create this like awesome experience, not just for me, but for the person raiding and for the people that he's bringing in on top of my own stream. Like that's fucking amazing, dude. Like props.
Thanks.
Because I cannot. You are the only streamer that does this. Only streamer who does this. Oh. And that brings another level of authentication to yourself as a person and who you strive to be, on top of the kind of content that you're going to create for people. So, props.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's one part lazy and 2 parts trying to be social.
You know what? And I think that's really awesome because, you know, when it comes down to like around like what has happened in the last year in regards to like what the world has gone through.
Did your hand just slip there?
Yeah, my hand just slipped. I'm sorry. Oh, 50 squats? Wait, what? Wait. You have to do 50 squats?
Any other day of the week, I would do 10 squats per sub, but I did karate last night and my legs are in a lot of pain.
So, who cares? You guys gotta make sure he does his 50 squats tomorrow then.
Tomorrow I will do 50 squats. I'll start the tricep or bicep. I could do those.
Ooh, okay. Oh, I dig this stream now. You might get a lot more response going away.
Tell you what, you can decide. And you can divide it up. Shoulders, biceps, or triceps. What will it be?
Let's do. Every guy needs a good badonkadonk. We're gonna do the squats.
These pants might genuinely rip.
Yeah, thank you, Ink Splash, for the gift.
I've ripped like 2 pairs of pants now from doing squats.
Now you got 60. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Freaking Cynicus. That was so
Can I do your 50 squats tomorrow?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Make sure you freaking hold him to it, please. You're gonna hold him to it.
They
I might
will.
come in tomorrow and be like, "Did you do the 50 squats?" I'll come back tomorrow, Snickens. I'll come back tomorrow.
Speaking. Give yourself a shout out as well. Tell them who you are, where they can find you, what time. When are you live next?
So I'm pretty much live every single day.
Yeah.
So right now I'm working on a magazine. I'm working on a piece for People magazine. So I'm pretty much glued to my to my computer. So typically I work on styling from around 8 to 12, and then I'm usually live between 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. Pacific time, and that's in Los Angeles. So right now for me it's 9:51 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
So wherever you are, that's when I usually start. It's around 12 to 1. If not, you can follow my JustLangy Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much, whoever that was.
We did put your link
that's my gaming
as well.
Instagram, and I usually will post like if I'm late or whatnot. And then if you want to see more of the clients that I work with, then it's Langy, Langy. So feel free to like give it a little bit of a look. See, I don't request follows or anything like that or likes or whatever. Just enjoy the content and enjoy everyone that I work with. But
Ink, can you please put the link tree up again for Langy?
But I do hope on having some of my clients do play video games. So like the goal also is to bring them on and like have like nights where people can come in and ask Q&As to my clients.
That'd be really cool.
Yeah, I mean I have to figure it out because when it comes down to gifted subs and all that stuff, I have to figure it out because sometimes I would think that they're managements and I'll be like, do they get a cut of that? I'm like, bitch, I'm only getting $2.50 per sub. Shut the fuck up. Like come on.
they might ask for something. Nothing's for free.
Do you want since Della is rude and wouldn't pass it on, just like if he wants good pubs, check out Silver Lake. Not sure what's Silver Lake?
I think it's a pub near you.
Oh, it's a pub? Oh, let me look. Oh, let me look at this. Hold on. There's actually a really amazing pub I need to try, and the pub is shaped as a beer barrel.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's a subsidy of LA.
It's a beer pub LA. Silver Lake Pub LA. I don't see it. I see a Hyperion Public, JD's Bar, 401. I don't see it.
So we'll find it and we'll send you a link.
Yeah. Yo, everyone, just send me places to try. If everything's closed right now because of COVID, like Los Angeles got hit so fucking hard with COVID. So even right now, I have to be very careful. I have to get a nose swab the 3 days before every job in order to make sure I can work.
That makes sense, especially if you're working with celebrities. I mean, obviously.
Oh my gosh, the talent gets swabbed every 3 days. Every 3 days it gets swabbed, just to make sure that they're okay. It's a thing.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
It has been very crazy, but
there's a lot of people on set, so.
Dude, they do it now in like waves. So normally when you're on a set, it would be like, oh, here's your call time. Everyone comes here. You're welcome, Lincoln. Usually it comes in like, hey, here's your call time. Okay, you're going to be sitting there for 14 hours, so on and so forth. But because of COVID, now they separated everyone. So you now have windows. So now you're there from 2 to this time. Then after the 2 to 4, the next wave of people come in from 4 to 6 or whatever time it is. It's so crazy, like how much more money that productions had to invest. Like I think Jurassic Park or Jurassic World, when they filmed the last final movie that they just did, I think they had to reinvest a whole $5 million just specifically for COVID regulations.
Shit.
So
that's
like
huge.
So basically like they had when you walked into set, it looked like it was ET. People had hazmat suits on. There's only one way in and one way out. And once you're in, you couldn't leave.
Shit.
Another client of mine, they filmed a TV show in Atlanta during COVID, which I thought was really stupid.
Yeah.
But they flew there. The production company bought a hotel for 3 months. So basically, everyone in the crew and celebrities, all that kind of stuff, they were quarantined in a hotel, and all they could do was go from their apartments, or quote unquote apartments, like their bedrooms, to set, back to the rooms to set. That's the only thing they could do, and that was the way. That's how the production basically, like, you know, kept control of like their exposure to COVID.
Wow,
it's been crazy. That
is crazy. Good night, Conveyed Flyer. Take care, mate.
Good night, Conveyed. Thank you for coming.
Oh, wow.
Thanks for the referral, Conveyed. I love you. Anyways, I've talked your ear out. I've talked your chat's ears out.
That's
Is there
right.
any more questions before I let you go back to your lovely stream of Red Dead Redemption?
Probably one more that I can think of. Oh, probably two more, actually. Two more.
Go for it.
What celebrity or TV show or movie, so I guess 3 questions, would you like to style on the most?
Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer Lawrence?
Hands down. Like, I'm so close to her. I know, like, okay, so we actually grew up in the same fucking circle.
No way.
So I never actually got to physically, like, be in the same freaking room with her, but my best friend was in her home. Like, my best friend at the time had fucking homeroom with her. And and they were in gym class together, and they were saying how she hated fucking gym class. They were like, she never applied herself. And you see her in movies like freaking Red Sparrow and Hunger Games. I'm like, that's so funny. And Laurel, I think eyeliner on guys is very okay.
Yeah, I fucked up on mine though.
No, what are you talking about? It looks good. What are you talking about?
Wait for the zoom in.
Oh, you got that smoky eye going on. We got a new trend, you guys. Next thing you know, Harry Styles is gonna see this Twitch one day, and he's like, "Ooh, smoky eye."
Mate, I think if anyone's bringing Harry Styles to Twitch, it's gonna be you.
I love it. Oh my gosh, Harry Styles. Sorry. Jennifer. I just like Jennifer Lawrence's. You know, when I watch her interviews, I'm just like, she's a fucking badass. Like, I love her facial expressions. I love her sarcasm.
Yeah.
I think that's what a lot of, you know, and this is just, I don't know if this is what, I can't talk for outside of the United States of America, but like, I feel like in the United States of America, everyone has a fucking stick up their ass. Like, it's really hard for people to just enjoy life, have fun. You know, everyone's working the jobs where you only get to sleep 6 hours a day. You know, like, so when I see her in her interviews be this super sarcastic, try to make some laughs, even if it's a little dry and be like, whoa, why did you say that? It's just like, oh my God, it's a person with personality. It's a person
You're a human.
It's a person not taking things seriously. Oh, I like this. It's so, like, for me, like, that's what I like about her is that authentication behind of she is not afraid to be who she is. Like, I could easily say, like, oh my God, Meryl Streep because it's Meryl Streep, or fucking Betty White because it's Betty White. And yeah, Jennifer Lawrence is a 2-time, well, she won an Oscar and she's a 2-time Oscar three-time Oscar nominee. But like, for me, it's just kind of, and she is that level of like fame, but for me, it's just kind of like, let's be honest, she hasn't really worked in a while. So I feel like she's not really focused on work. I need to have all these projects behind my name in order to stay relevant. You know, like, I just like that she's just kind of like, I like the projects that I like, and I want to do the projects that I like. So if you don't like it, well, who fucking cares? Like, I'm excited to see Emma Stone finally come back into the scene. Fucking who else? Who is? She's doing Cruella for Disney. That's coming out in July. Like, if anyone has not seen that trailer, it's fucking epic. I'm so excited to see Emma Stone play someone that is so edgy and so fucking dark. Like, it's gonna be so good. Okay. I'm excited for that. But yeah, that's like the one thing. I think that's the one person I want to touch so bad. Like, not that turn. Oh, shit, sorry. Not that turn. Not that turn. Sorry, chat. I'm sorry, Twitter. I did not mean to say that. No,
It's all right. That won't be taken out of context and used against you. Ow! Let me just add a stream marker so I can make that a new soundbite.
No, what next thing you know, like I'm gonna see a fucking clip of that. Oh dear lord. No, like that is something that like that's one person I would really love to style. Let me rephrase myself. Exactly.
That's right.
One person I want to touch.
I will make it your personalized sound clip.
I hope not. Please don't.
Yep.
Good night, basic. Quick girl.
Oh shit. Oh, and my last question before I let you go, is do you have a name for your followers, like the collective?
The Langy gang.
The Langy gang.
So there is actually a story behind that as well. So my cousin is Jamie Langenbrenner. He is a professional hockey player for the NHL. And so my last name is Langenbrenner, which is very long. It's 13 letters, and people are like, "Wow, your name is so long." So from what I remember when I was 3 years old and how the name became Langy, and that's how Langy became the thing, was on his team, people were trying to think of like different ways so they didn't have to call Langenbrenner out all the time. So Langy became short for Langenbrenner. Okay. And so one year during our family reunion, basically like we had our t-shirts on and it was called the Langy gang. So basically like when I was thinking about like my Twitch and like what I wanted to create and the kind of community, like what could I name my community? I was like, the Langy gang. So that's what I call my peeps, is that welcome to the Langy gang, you know, like all-inclusive community, having a good time. Everyone's welcome, whether you're race, color, sexuality, religious point of view, political point of view. Everyone's welcome. If you have any problems, get the fuck out. You know, it's all good. I don't tolerate it. I don't even tolerate like a guy joking to a girl in a weird way. I mean, I'm very, very, very serious about it. I feel like there's a lot, and I said it before, and you can see in my TED Talks on my stream. I think there is a lot of streamers out there that do not take the moderation seriously when it comes to like the way that women are treated on this platform, the way that a lot of people are, specifically women, but a lot of people are treated on this like platform. So I want to make sure that everything in my channel is like handled very sensitively, because you never know. Maybe that one girl is not gonna get, you know, one girl, one guy, trans person, black person, whatever person you are. Whatever person you are, they might be okay with it, but there might be someone in that chat that it triggers something. So for me, it's just more so, let's just try to stay as clean as possible, you guys. Even if it's just an 18 and up, there will be sex jokes flying everywhere and all that kind of stuff. Let's keep that kind of chat very, very, let's just be like very careful with the terminology. I have no problem banning certain people at all.
Yeah.
You'll get a warning. But it's kind of like 2 strikes, you're out. I don't care.
Yeah, I think our one rule is don't be a dick, otherwise they're out.
1000%. And I think that there is like, and people say I wasn't being a dick, I was just being sarcastic. I'm like, you're being a dick. like come on. So, you know, thank you for Convey Flyer for like, you know, I know he's gone, but like, thank you so much for, you know, having this, like, for real, dude. Keep it up.
Yeah. Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
I feel like I've heard your name around, like flying around, like other Aussie streamers I look at are like Milo Bentley, MTK, Shrimpy, Burno. I feel like I've heard your name around. Oh. I don't know. Is it just Shrimpy that you hang out with?
Yeah, Shrimpy is the main one. Lord Vapor. I hang out with him sometimes. Okay,
I've seen Lord Vapor. I have never interacted with him much. Yeah. But he's a lot in the chats. Like he's with I see him a lot in
Shrimpies.
In Shrimpies.
Yeah, he's a mod for Shrimpy.
I've seen his name around as well. But yeah. But thank you so much for having me,
dude. No,
enjoy the TED Talk, you guys. If you want to ask,
with your permission, would I be allowed to crop this and put it on YouTube?
Go for it.
All right, cool. Got it. Consent is key. Consent is sexy.
Sometimes it's just, you know, sometimes close just right? Well, like, sometimes all you do is just look at that person and be like, Let's just go.
Dude, this has been a pleasure. You have a wonderful evening.
You have a great night playing Red Dead Redemption.
I will.
Have a good night, chat. Thank you for having me. Thank you, Zalderos. I will definitely be in your chat again.
Take care,
Have a good
mate.
night. Bye.
Bye. To work is a hot dog a sandwich? I mean, to answer that, you'd have to watch